1039 WDKX, Rochester's number one station for hip hop and R&B. Thank you for making us a part of your day. One of the great parts about talking about COVID-19 is when you get somebody who knows the community and knows the topic on the air to inform the community. Dr. Janice Harbin from Jordan Health joins us every Wednesday morning for the Wednesday Morning House Call. Good morning, Dr. Harbin. How are you?
Good morning, Tariq, and good morning, Rochester.
Always great to have you. If you ever have a question about what's going on health-wise, especially if you don't have a primary care physician, or a pediatrician, you want to call Jordan Health. You want to call that number at 585-423-5800, 585-423-5800. A number of different locations throughout the Rochester area. Jordan Health is here to help for those of you who are seeking help in health care and not quite sure what to do. I got to ask you, Dr. Harbin, now Cuomo seems to have announced he's rolling back a lot of capacity restrictions, allowing people to go different places, restaurants, the gyms, opening up capacity. He didn't do it 100%. Some areas they're 50%, some areas is 30% for sporting events. So what are your thoughts on some of the events that are now opening up as people start to head back out into the community?
Well, I think it's great news, but I think everyone needs to keep in mind that everyone has not been vaccinated. I'm at the point I greet people, I ask them, have you been vaccinated fully? So that's okay to ask that question. So I think we still have to be mindful of everyone has not been vaccinated. I believe the science is saying that we need to be at 70% of the people who are eligible to be vaccinated. They need to be vaccinated before we could put our guards down. I think right now in the county is around 50%, so that's a good trend. But we still have to make sure that we keep our guard up. Ask questions. Like I said, I'll ask the question in a moment, have you been vaccinated? Have you had both of them? If you didn't have the Johnson & Johnson, I wear my mask, I wash my hands, and I encourage people to still make sure that they're doing due diligence to make sure they're protecting themselves and their family.
Well, you know, a number of different clinics are now offering walk-up moments. I know the city has done that. The number of different community organizations has done that. I think you guys have opened up vaccination clinics for people to walk in. Can they do that at Jordan Health? Do they still need to call before they come by? Because there's a large supply of COVID-19 vaccines, and not a lot of people are going to show up for them.
Well, I think we still need to educate a lot of people, especially our younger people. We have had great turnout from our older population, and now is the time for our younger ones to come on in and get vaccinated. We have a vaccination clinic twice a week, but that is by appointment. But we are looking, right now we're having conversations to try to establish walk-in hours so that it makes it easier for the public to come in between certain hours. And hopefully I'll be able to announce that soon on WDKX.
Definitely. Dr. Janice Harbin joins us now from Jordan Health. There is this Pfizer COVID vaccine that kids would be eligible for ages 12 to 15 coming. Your thoughts on that?
I am very excited about it. Keep in mind, children need to play. They need to interact with each other. They need to be free at school. So I think that the sooner we could get these kids vaccinated, where they could get back to normal. This has been a tremendous mental health stress on not only us older folks, but on kids. So I am very excited about it. I have an 8-year-old grandson, and you know, I wish he was older, but I have a 10-year-old and 12-year-old grandchildren that I'm excited that soon they'll be able to get the vaccine.
Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity for a lot of people who want it, but I know there's just, Dr. Harbin, let's be real. The elephant in the room is there's a lot of people really still hesitant over this, and that's okay. I understand that there's a hesitancy on it because I think we feel like we can possibly not get the vaccine and then go back to normal life. But you're seeing a lot of different places saying, if you want to come in here, you got to have that vaccine.
You know what I still practice. So I see patients. I'm in clinic now. I'll start seeing patients in a few moments. I tell my patients when it comes to their health, and they say, well, it's not going to happen to me. I said, well, how lucky do you feel? And, Some of my patients play the lottery. I'm like, have you hit the big one yet? No. So your luck is not running that great. Don't take a chance. Don't gamble on your life. Do what science is telling you is the right thing to do. I always tell them, how lucky do you feel? You can't take a chance on luck when science is telling you this can't protect you. It can't protect your family. It can't protect your community.
Dr. Janice Harbin, Jordan Health, as always, good to have you on the show. If you need to call Jordan Health, if you need the resources, if you have questions, 423-5800, regardless of whether or not you have health insurance, you need health care. You need someone that cares about you, 423-5800.
Dr. Harbin, is there anything else that you would like to add when it comes to COVID-19 and your health?
I would say this: this pandemic has taught us many things, but one thing it has truly taught us that our overall health matters, and that many of us have taken it for granted. We feel okay, or we have high blood pressure, or they say I have high blood pressure. And I tell my patients, no one. Why would they lie to you? You know, we need to take care of our health. We need to come in, whether it's coming to Jordan, and we hope it's Jordan, because we have been in this community for over 100 years, protecting this community, being a safety net for this community. We are part of you, and we care about you. But you need to go in, have a checkup. If you're young and healthy, you may only go once a year, but at least you know about your health. So I'd say your overall health matters. Stop taking it for granted. Get that checkup. Follow the doctor's instructions, and let's live to play and laugh another day.
Yeah. Dr. Janice Harbin, Jordan Health, joins us every Wednesday morning for a house call, real life discussion on what's going on with COVID-19 and how it's affecting our community. Dr. Harbin, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, okay?
You guys do the same. Thank you.
We're 103.9 WDKX.